Thank you for joining me on today's class. We're going to be looking at the Forever Fern stamp set, and I'm going to be showing you how to create a really beautiful yet simple card with this. The Forever Fern stamp set can be found on page 110 of the annual catalog. It is really beautiful with the leaves and how it all can come together. You can coordinate it with the dies that come with the set. If you look at this Forever Greenery suite on page 108, there are embossing folders with beautiful little petals on. We will be assembling this card later. Right now we're going to be using this Whisper White cardstock, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So we're going to stamp some images on this paper and then place it later on the card base. So we're going to get some stamps out of the Forever Fern stamp suite. And now we're going to be using some different colors. We're going to be using Old Olive, Soft Seafoam, Pretty Peacock, just to use the different levels, and each stamp we will have a different color, just to give it some depth. So after I've cleaned my stamp, I'm going to use the other leaf piece and I'm going to ink it up with the Old Olive. And I'm going to go on, just on top of the soft seafoam color that I've done originally, just to give it some layers. So I'm going to do that too, also falling off the page a little bit, leaving spaces in between. I cleaned that stamp off too and put it off to the side. Now in the stamp set there are some little round little leaves that work really well, and I'm going to be using the Pretty Peacock on this. I thought the color's just going to help make it pop a little bit. So put that on my block, ink it up, and go in between the Old Olive colors. And I'm going to keep going along the card base in between some of those, filling in some of those spots and just layering them over. The three colors together turn out to be such a great complement to each other. So to clean off our stamps again. And the final piece that I'm going to stamp is the sentiment. And because I want to pull the color from this card, I want to bring all the greens together, I'm going to ink it up with the Old Olive again. And I'm just going to set it off to the top and to the left a little bit. Now that I've finished stamping all of this, the leaves onto the cardstock and the sentiments, I'm going to add a little ribbon around on the bottom. I'm going to be using the brand new Just Jade ribbon that came with the new catalog, and that will help try and pull all the greens together. It is a really beautiful color, and all of this together is such a nice card. The Just Jade ribbon will add it just a little bit and coordinate it together with the Just Jade cardstock. I had pre-cut some DSP to see if I wanted to add it, but I decided that it looks really good by itself and I won't be using that DSP. So I cut the pieces of ribbon and I'm going to, lay it across and then tape it to the back of the card. I'm going to cut another piece of ribbon, a smaller piece, and create a knot and just slide it to the location that I want. And if I don't want the little knot to move in anymore, I will add an adhesive dot underneath and press it into the card. Now, after that, I'm going to take the card and apply it to the card base itself.